Yo, man. So a lot of people are like, "Yo, man, what's going on? Why wasn't LeBron there?" Now, me personally, it's not a big deal if he was there or not. Um, I will say it's intriguing though, because the symbolic shit that's behind it. Because we know, okay, Kobe died on January 26th. January 25th, the day before, not even a whole 24 hours before his passing, LeBron had passed Kobe on the scoring list, I think for number six, and he passed him in Philly, in Kobe's hometown. And Kobe's last message to the general public, the last statement he made that we all seen, was him on social media congratulating LeBron and basically like symbolic of passing the torch. So for that, and plus LeBron plays for the Lakers, they're like synonymously linked together forever. Probably more than any player other than Shaq at this point, including guys that Kobe's won championships with. This is so symbolic that what they they're just linked. You know, you play for the team he played with for 20 years. He's the greatest Laker of all time. Most, I think he is at least. So that's why a lot of people are making a big deal out of it. I think LeBron was probably there. Maybe he just was tucked in the skybox, you know what I mean? And he just didn't want the attention on him because the focus would have been on him. People would have seen him in the crowd. People would have been like, why he didn't speak and all of that type of shit. Now, Shaq was there. His big goofy ass was there. Uh, Fucking James Harden was there. Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyle Kuzma was there. You know, so a lot of other players were there. Ron Artest, a lot of guys were there. It was a celebrity, a celeb show. Shaq mentioned Kobe's parents. A lot of people was like, "What was Kobe's parents there?" I don't know if they were there, but they have a funny relationship. They had a private service the week before. I'm pretty sure they were there. They never really approved of Kobe's relationship with Vanessa. So Kobe and his parents had a rocky relationship the last 20 years. They never really liked the fact that he married outside of his race. And a big reason why a lot of old school parents don't fuck with that is because they don't want a woman that's not their, racial group to inherit their wealth. So now what was probably their biggest fear to just happen. A non-black woman has inherited majority of their son's wealth, and they wasn't feeling that. So they never really, he had a weird relationship with his immediate family. But nonetheless, like I said, to me, that's more. If there wasn't no private service, that would be more interesting. But I mean, shit. I mean, some people don't. They deal death differently. Some people don't like going to funerals, and it's hard for them. Now, LeBron has said publicly that he's been dealing with it really harsh. And some people, you have your conspiracies or your thoughts that maybe this is some kind of sacrificial ritual. And I don't put nothing past it because it does seem kind of eerie that he passed LeBron passed him, and then that was his last message, and then he was gone like that. But LeBron, they've asked LeBron in interviews, did he go? He didn't say yeah, he didn't say no. So he's kind of making it a circus by just putting it out there. Like, just say yeah or no. I think if he says no, some people will get mad and be like, oh, what disrespect. I don't, look at it that way. If he says yeah, then people are like, well, where the fuck was he at? So that's why I guess he's saying it like that. I would just say whatever. But LeBron is like a victim of what happens when you're the biggest star of your era in an era where media is at an all-time high. We got 24/7 media coverage, social media. You got fucking debate shows every day on ESPN and Fox, and then it's plus barbershop talk. So can you imagine if Magic and them played in this era? You know what I mean? The scrutiny that they would have, the cameras 24/7, so everything is a big fucking deal. And a lot of people was like, well, LeBron wasn't there. There was some people who said he was there, but he was next to Jason Kidd. That wasn't him. It was some guy, probably looked like Delroy Lindo or some shit. Somebody thought it was him in a hoodie. It wasn't him. It was World Peace, Meta World Peace, Ron Artest. I mean, people are really scoping the crowd at this big ass, arena at Staples Center looking for LeBron. I'm like, oh, what the fuck you expected him to show up in a headband or something? Like, say he probably was just tucked in the skybox, But if he didn't go, he didn't go. For all you knew, he could have went to the private service. But people are making a big deal out of it. And I'm like, maybe it's just a slow week. It's not a big deal. Like, he wasn't gonna speak or anything like that. But because they're synonymously linked now, a lot of things he does is gonna be compared to Kobe. And it's kind of like I said that when he first signed with the Lakers, because a lot of Laker fans at first wasn't really embracing LeBron because they was just, oh, Kobe, Kobe, Kobe. Now they have to kind of embrace him. And if he leads them to the championship for the first time in 10 years, he'll be the first guy to lead them to the championship since who? Kobe. I think he dropped 44 last night against the Pelicans. He didn't guard Zion, by the way. Zion didn't. Yeah, they didn't want to give LeBron those problems. But yeah, we don't even talk about the games anymore. Motherfuckers just want to talk about all this other side shit. But whatever. If Son went, he went. But it did stand out, just based off them being linked together. So it is what it is.